Sino sa totoong buhay si Concert King Martin Nievera?
So my escape, my happy place, just me alone, I'm so happy to be in this place, my work. Pops and I were not speaking. I went back to Katrina, and Katrina's pregnant. So I was about to go to a show in another country with Pops, and I was planning to tell her.
Ito sinabi mo sa akin, you're the best ex of your exes.
Ay, nako,
Why
there's
do
no
you say
ex
that?
better.
Nakailang ex ka ba?
At paano tumayong ama si Martin kina TJ at KZ at sa mga next-gen performers?
Yung ASAP, the name came from you.
Mhm.
When you think about it, you would actually pave the way already for the past how many years in ASAP because ang daming talents nandun.
I'd like
Do
to
you realize
think.
that?
I'm scared that they don't want to see me anymore.
Tara, alamin kung bakit Martin is the best ex and father.
Come with me, put your hands together, ta-da, let's be happy. You will see tomorrow's brighter, ta-da, let's be happy.
Pilipino tayo, kaya lumalaban tayong nakangiti. Martin Nievera is in the house. Look at this. Welcome to On Cue. You tour me first, quickly lang.
Well, this is,
how
this is-
come your face is all over this place?
It's
I'll just
actually
look-
Marvin Carrido's studio.
This is where it all happens.
Because my musical director, who's also my second and third keyboard player before, he's now my musical director when we have Louis Ocampo, we have Ran Cayabyab, and now we have Marvin Carrido,
Oh,
who is one of the most sought-after musical directors. He's got his own band called Sipol. And now we have the Sipol band with me doing an album.
Seafold band,
they're
and
really
you,
good.
you have a band.
I did an album with a band. And then we did many, many concerts together. And then after that, Marvin had so many shows as MD for all these people.
Wonderful.
And this is just one wall.
And
There's-
it says Big Mouth, Big Band.
Which is what I am. That's the name of my company. That's my license plate in the States, Big Mouth.
So, which are you talaga? You're a singer first or are you a host? Sino
Oh
ka
no,
ba?
television was a blessing. I took the place of another host on a show called Penthouse Live, and I didn't know anything about it. So it was
You
Fritz
were
and
not
Fante.
the original?
No!
Oh.
Her name was Merce Henares, and she was leaving the show. The late, great Elvira Manahon said, why don't we try the son of Bert Nievera, who just arrived. He is so madaldal, kaya lang, hindi siya marunong mag-Tagalog. So since it was a late night show at the time, let's give him a try. The only handicap I had, and I still have, number one, Tagalog. Number two, I didn't know anyone. So can you imagine me asking the likes of Christopher De Leon, hi, what's your name? That's why to this day they don't like me.
Kainis ka. But you were a newcomer. You came to the Philippines because of your gab and not your singing.
I came to the Philippines to become a singer.
Did they know you could sing?
At that time, I came out on shows like Student Canteen. I don't know if you're old enough to know Student Canteen. Eat Bulaga, of course, we all know that show. We had wala pang ABS-CBN at that time. So, I mean, the new ABS-CBN. So I was doing the rounds.
Ano pa meron dito? Tell,
Well, this is
there
the
anything
this
about
is the
you
Wall
here?
of Fame. All the signatures are here.
But you're like...
I was the first, but if you can even
Seriously?
find, it's on that side actually.
Ano
But
ba?
everyone who ever came here, who survived those stairs, did you see all those stairs?
Yes.
There's no elevator here.
I think it's the cardio workout para pagdating mo dito.
I finished my cardio workout just on that.
Ang dami na.
Yeah, dami.
4 decades nga.
Well, in my career, yes, most of those years were spent here recording songs, writing songs with Marvin, and rehearsing.
Ah, wonderful.
Almost every show is rehearsed here.
Who's your BFF in the industry?
Oh, good question. Well, you have to define BFF. What's a BFF? I really never knew what that was.
Feeling ko you have so many friends.
Actually, you know what? That's what I lack. My friends are Augie, Gary, my golfing friends. But BFF is the one you always text and go to. or
Like
no?
forever. Like the forever friend.
My twin, I guess, my twin sister. She's the one who knows me inside out. We said we shared more than just a womb, a heart, a mind, a lung, because she knows how I feel. She knows how I'm doing. We don't see each other for years, but when we see each other, it's like Tuesday. It's like
Wow.
sa sobrang ano yung closeness namin. So yung BFF ko si Vicky.
Ngayon, 40 years in the industry, but do you still get excited?
All
Of
the
course,
time.
nakita mo nang nag-iba ang technology.
Dati malaki lahat ng equipment. Now
Yeah.
everything is small.
And dati, walang curing, no? Naabutan mo pa
Yes.
yon, yung
Oh,
walang
of
curing ng
course.
boses.
Can you imagine? It took me before the song called Pain. Perfect name. It's called Pain. It took me 7 hours. Vocal recording, not the whole song. My recording.
Paano ba recording noon?
Ay, ganon. Kasi linya, line for line, word for word. And I don't know if you've noticed through the years, Bernadette, but I have a lisp.
No!
See? But in the studio, malalaman mo talaga may lisp si Martin. So,
Naririnig pag ano.
yung mga letter S, pati yung mga S sa mga words ko, they have to put that to make sure my S is heard.
Tapos naging singer ka.
Something like that. So they fix my S's on the mixes. Although nowadays, not anymore because everything is so automatic. Auto-tune. We didn't have auto-tune before.
I know. Kaya ako nakakakanta dahil sa autotune eh.
Don't tell. No, even the most experienced singers, mga Celine Dion, they all use auto-tune just to make it perfect.
Clean. Oo. Sa mga hindi nakakakilala sa'yo, bakit Inglesero si Martin Nievera?
Nako, yan ang tawag sa akin since 1982. Inglesero.
Bakit nga?
Actually, yung unang-unang dating sa akin, yung mga akala nila, mayabang si Martin, hindi man mag-Tagalog eh. Baka Inglesero to mayabang to. Tapos yung tatay niya, singer, mayabang to. So people were planning to beat me up in school before. Hindi nila alam, I can understand.
At saka ang linis ng Tagalog mo.
Today,
So you're born in America?
born in the Philippines. Yes, Mandaluyong, sa loob.
Buti.
I learned quick. I got that one
Ano
quick.
ba? Sa labas dapat.
I'm sorry. How do you know?
We don't know that.
Could be sa loob.
Oo.
Sa loob ng hospital.
Sa loob ng hospital.
The Mandaluyong Children's Hospital. I was a twin to Vicky, my twin sister. We left when we were 3, and we ended up in America. We left. My mom was going away for personal reasons. She took the twins. Nag-ship kami, the Queen Mary. We
No
went.
way, para naman Titanic yung peg. Totoo ba?
Titanic talaga.
Sorry naman.
Sorry, that's how long ago that was. 63 years
Boat?
plus.
Boat talaga? Maniniwala ako.
Ship.
Okay.
As in ship. Hanggang Honolulu, Hawaii. And doon kami lumaki sa Hawaii.
Kailan ka umuwi ng Pilipinas and what brings you back to the Philippines?
Came back, I was 19. We went to California first. So from Hawaii, conquered California. Doon kami nag-high school and 2 years of college. And then we came here when I was 19 to become a singer.
Si Papa mo singer.
Singer.
Mm.
And I gusto ko
Legit.
sumunod sa footsteps ng tatay ko. Kung plumber yung tatay ko, plumber din ako.
Nauusan mo na ba si Papa mo sa pagiging singer?
I don't know you can say because iba yung gauge before, yung peg, yung gauge. I mean, whatever popularity was before, it's different now.
But why did you pursue singing if your dad was already famous then?
I wasn't after his fame. I was after that feeling na nakikita ko yung daddy ko na kumakanta ng The Impossible Dream, kunyari, at the end of a show. Tapos tayuan ng tao. People were crying in the audience. Sabi ko, and then why was my hair standing? Sabi ko, masarap pa siguro yung feeling. So I would sing, wala naman tumitingin eh. I would sing while he's singing the song and I would feel what he was feeling. Tapos tumayo yung audience. Wow, sabi ko, this is nice. This is a nice job. I want a job that's fulfilling. I mean, I can feel my job. It's something where I can actually be a part of someone's experience. So I said, yan ang gagawin ko. Pag lumaki na ako, I'm going to do what my dad does.
But did you know you had a nice voice then?
No! Oh my God!
We're just pretending.
The worst! Back then, I thought I had the best voice. So, ito hindi alam ng mga tao na my dad would, right before dinner, kasi dapat 6 o'clock dinner, lahat kami sama-sama sa table. Hindi pa uso yung mga cellphone eh. So, shower muna si Martin. While I'm taking a shower, I'm singing. Siyempre, echo ng banyo. My dad will take what we call now a boom box, a tape recorder, put it at the door of the bathroom and record. And then one day, I didn't know this, he did this for so many times. Then one day, he puts the tape recorder in the middle of the dining table and says, listen to this. And it's me going, feelings, nothing more than singing within the drops of my shower. And I go, oh my God, Dad, what are you doing? Just to show everybody na, oy, may boses pala to si Martin. Watching my father is what turned me into that. I want to perform in front of an audience. I want to sing to 3 people and make them and change their life, sana, in that one song.
Yeah, absolutely. And it happened.
I'm living proof that dreams come true, really.
Gosh, iniisip ko yung first song mo na alam ko.
Let's see nga. What year you started listening to me?
Yung Bear.
Oh my God, Buddy Bear. Those were the days. And then I had the Virgie Ramos, I love her. She said, what are you into? We want to know more about you. And I said, well, I love teddy bears.
Diba?
And I said that I used to collect teddy bears. That's what people don't know. The very beginning of my career, my first investment was a very small house. And in the roof of that house, I built an attic. And the roof, from wall to wall, were all teddy bears.
Oh, ba't ka fond of teddy bears?
I just love teddy bears.
Why?
Ever since I was a kid, I always had a teddy bear. I slept with a teddy bear. It's things that I gave to girls when I was in high school. It was my pa-charming na gift.
Ito sinabi mo sa akin, you're the best ex of your exes.
Ay, nako. There's
Why do
no
you say
ex better.
that? Nakailang ex ka ba?
Well, so far that we know,
I just
documented,
know. Yeah, documented. Kainis.
well, I have only one ex-wife, but I have another ex who I have a son with, and that's in Las Vegas. When I say I'm the best ex, it's because people always ask me, why are you still like doing shows? Let's talk about the first ex, Pops. Why do you still do shows with her? Why are you still somehow connected? I said, well, it's because I think God put us together for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't think just because you're no longer wearing the ring or you're no longer intimate or because of some friction that happened, some really bad chapter in your life, that you're no longer together, that means that you're no longer connected. Minus the fact that we have 2 kids. So God put us together for a reason, and it also seems to be a reason for the public. We have a lot to be grateful for as a love team, an on-screen love team. So we have to continue that. The people still are hopeful, whether it's going to happen ever or not ever, whatever it is.
But it's harmonious.
It's
At
harmonious.
least on cam. I don't-
Even off cam. What you see on stage, we have no script. They give us guidelines. We never follow it. But because Pops and I, we do our laundry on stage. Problema sa marriage namin or kung anong status namin ngayon, how we get along with each other now. We still have fights and arguments because we're still raising our kids from separate homes. So on stage and off stage, it's really what you see, this friendship, this concern, this team, literally a team. The true meaning of what a love team or a team filled with love should be.
Oh my God. You're so adorable. Mas mauuna.
Pero, out ka naman na ngayon with your current love life.
My current love life with Ange, we wanted to keep it a secret only because I didn't want her family, which is from planet Earth, to be involved with my outer space life, you know? So I tried very hard to keep her out of the limelight, but it's impossible, especially nowadays with the social media. Also, because of the social media, she gets bashed a lot because people still want Pops and Martin.
Love team.
And you cannot avoid that. And she has to really learn, and she has been quite a trooper, I have to say, because Pops and I have decided to continue the love team. We could have stopped it. We could have just said, forget it. Let's just go our separate ways, even professionally. But the truth, Pops and I love it. I enjoyed it, and Ange knows that. I enjoy that part of my career. It's not, oh God, I have to do this again. You know, I don't enjoy Ange getting bashed during the process. I wish that people would mature up. There are a couple of mature people there.
She's amazing.
She is.
Maybe you don't know who Ange is. This is the love of my life. It's about time you all met her. Thank you so much for helping us with this number. My one line, each day with you becomes a Valentine.
And bilang tatay, you always want to make time for your children.
Always. I've always been an absentee father. Wala ako palagi. Lalong-lalo na yung naghihiwalay kami ni Pops. Siyempre, wala si Martin. And Pops did an amazing job raising both kids. But because she never said bad things about me, and she allowed me time with the kids, I think my kids turned out okay. They grew up okay. I hope the same for Santino. Now, Santino is a special boy. I don't know if you know that. So it's hard to raise a special boy from a different home. And now he's 18. So he's now realizing what he didn't realize as a child. But even as an autistic child, he's now realizing, oh my God, you guys aren't together. My classmates in school, their parents, well, some of them, there's a mom and a dad. Some kids are even juniors to their, why am I not a junior to you, Dad? Why are you not in the bedroom with Mom when I wake up in the morning to go to school? 4 months, you're not here. Where are you? He's at that stage now, so there's a lot of rebellion going on. He's very rebellious. Yeah, this is a hard time. This is a hard time, even for me as a father being this far away. So I'm trying to start going there a little bit more often. I have to co-parent also Santino with Katrina, who's also an amazing mom, but she's very busy and she's a teacher. She's been teaching for what, 20 years now, maybe more, and she sells real estate. She's the real estate broker of Pops. Can you believe it? I'm serious.
Amazing.
How weird God works, I'm telling you. The highlights of my life really are more personal. What really completes me, what really makes me the man I am today are the people that I experience, like having children, having a father, having to deal with their problems, with their issues, with what they need to survive. Like my kids now live all alone, and I'm worried about them every single day. I mean, I don't know how many people in show business have the time to even worry. That would be me. Worry is number one because I worry about my kids.
No way.
So my escape, my happy place, my just me alone, I'm so happy to be in this place, my work. When I was going through many problems when Pops and I broke up and everything, problems with myself, issues with myself, the most comfortable, the most honest, the most sincere, the most giving that I can ever be is in front of strangers in a show. There was one time, this is the truth, Pops and I were not speaking, and I went back to Katrina. And Katrina's pregnant. So I was about to go to a show in another country with Pops, and I was planning to tell her. Because I just found out myself. She finds out from the papers on the plane.
Happy ka ba? Para wag ka mabitin, please like and subscribe to our channel para makagawa pa tayo ng mga inspiring at nakakahaping mga content. And don't forget to click on that alert button. Now na, maraming salamat! Be happy!
Okay? I get there, we don't speak until the show on stage. In code. Well, if only you told me. I was planning to tell you. In front of the audience.
Is this still recorded?
There were cell phones, but no cameras on the phones back then.
Imagine that.
This
We
is
were like
19
fighting on stage.
We were not fighting. It became material. It became, well, what if, or
Grabe kayong dalawa.
I can't even tell you if the words, by the way, she's pregnant. None of those words were used. But remember, we had not been speaking for months, and then this happens, and I need to tell her face to face, and she finds out from Ricky Lowe, love you, Ricky Lowe, that my girl's pregnant. Now remember, we are split up, but she still needs to know,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
that our kids are going to have a brother or a sibling.
Pero
So
on stage?
on stage. This is what I mean. When the cameras are rolling or when the show starts and the music is on, we become so honest. We become to a fault. We don't keep anything to ourselves. So to answer your question, me personally, when I'm on my own and I'm on stage, the lights and the music and everything, and I'm in my element, I'm in heaven. It's my happy place.
Yung ASAP, you were part of it. The name came from you.
Mhm.
Iyakin ka rin naiyak ka kay
Sobra.
Direk Johnny.
Oh my God.
Okay, bakit ka sentimental doon? Tell me.
Well, in the very beginning of ASAP, when they first asked, we need a title, we need a working title, we need a working title. So I said, why don't you call it ASAP? Since you needed ASAP, call it ASAP. All right, smarty pants. What does it stand for? Do I have to think of everything? So I said, All-Star, Sunday, afternoon party.
Whoa.
So fast forward, when we finally had our first episode, and when we did ASAP for the very first time, it was Pops, Ariel Rivera, Dayanara, and yours truly, and myself. So only 4 hosts, a handful of guests, whoever we could get. We didn't know what we were doing. So it was all hit and miss. Not really. We had no one to follow. We had no show to pattern our show after. We were the peg. We became the peg for other shows now. So what were we doing then? So that's why yung nakita ko si Johnny on the show, and then Pops was beside me, and we were hearing what he was saying, na how giving credit back to us. We all started this show 30 years ago. We all started and experiment, hit and miss. Paminsan hindi magandang ratings. Singing whatever we can, hosting whoever can host. Mag-host ka, introduce, ganon. We were doing everything on the fly. Talagang nag-adlib kami every single Sunday. We shared one dressing room, the 4 hosts and the guests at the Delta Theater. So talagang it was an experimental show that lasted 30 years. And now look how it's evolved, look how many stars have gone through that show.
So you think about it, you actually paved the way already for the past how many years in ASAP because ang daming talents nandun.
I'd like
Do
to
you realize
think,
that?
No, just right this moment, yes, but I'd like to think that we had something to do with the starts of their career. And that's what ASAP is supposed to be, a launching pad for other artists, for younger artists, for their music to be heard, their dance to be seen, their movie to be promoted, their birthday to be celebrated. That's what ASAP is. It's an anything goes kind of show.
Are you scared not to perform anymore?
Not to perform, I'm scared that they don't want to see me anymore. I'm afraid. I'm not afraid of competition. I love it. I welcome it because it makes me stay on my toes. Talagang mahihirapan ako talaga sa hahanapin ng magandang song, magandang project. For me, today, there's no such thing as a small project. Anything, I'll say yes.
Talaga?
Basta libre ako, the price is right usually if it's, or the cause is right. There's no charity too small for me. There's no price, no paycheck too small, no gig too small. Unlike before, where we could dictate things left and right. Now I'm really only after being in the game. I want to stay in the game.
It's like you're still very much current.
I think, well, thank you, but I think it's because nakikinig ako sa mga current. I think to last in this business, as long as I have, you have to listen. You have to listen more and talk less. I used to talk a lot before. Akala ko marunong ko sa lahat. Siyempre, sikat, di ba, Martin Nievera. You learn very quickly how to bring it down a notch and then a notch and then a notch. You really have to humble up really quick in this business, otherwise you won't last.
But it's not the bida. Kasi nagpaka-front ka nga kay TJ. So, I don't think you're doing it to be bida.
The whole bida thing, it's something that is so temporary. It feels good as it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But TJ Monterde was my front act for many, many shows that I've done to launch albums. He was the host, the people who say, please fall in line, take the plastic off the CD so that Martin can sign it, make sure your name is on a piece of paper. That's TJ Monterde.
As I am now, for the very first time, I am your front act.
Bakit importante sa'yo yun? Why?
More than the whole fame thing, being famous, getting the big paycheck, I did all that already. I think it's time to give back. I think it's time. I think if you are going to be any kind of concert king, you should make a difference. When I met KZ, when we were doing X Factor, when I did X Factor Philippines, which only lasted 1 season, I had all the kids living in my house. Did you know that?
No.
All of them. And it's so funny, but the kids that I had living in my house were the final 5.
Oh my God. Really?
Why? Do you know why they were in my house? Because after some tapings with them in Cebu, in Davao, and everything, we got close, right? So I said, where are you staying? What hotel are you in? Di po, nandito kami sa isang bahay na guest kami sa bahay ng blah, 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 blah. So I said, oh, is it nice? Di po, kasi doon lang kami sa garahe. Ha? Well, yung room namin nasa garahe. Okay, wala silang TV, walang aircon. Oh my God! Get your things. You're staying in my house. So I had 5 kids
Oh.
in my house.
It's normal
Jeric.
for you.
Yeah.
It's just normal.
It wasn't, it's so not normal for me. It's the first time in my life.
No, but to do something for others, it's something automatic or maybe impulsive even for you.
Very impulsive. Everyone in my house said, what? We have 5 people. And they stayed there for 3 or 4 months. And then 3-4 months after the competition, when there was a winner already, they stayed there pa rin.
don't
So
know,
now, when then Casey got married to TJ during the pandemic, their parents couldn't come to the wedding. So I was the one who stood in the place. That's why I'm the adopted father. So yes, if I can do something, and that's what I encourage all the singers from our, those who have careers already, whatever you can do for these new singers, because they're responsible now to keep to whatever path we've made. Sila ang susunod eh.
So what's your story?
My
Who are
story.
you now? Tagal mo na. I mean, both from the personal life down to the professional Martin. So who are you?
Of the many elements, of the many experiences, of the many people that have passed my way, the experiences I've had with people, the women in my life, the children that I adore, who dictate my future. I think really this may be the wrong answer for you, but who am I today? What's my story? I'm still a work in progress. And I like that. I don't want to see the ending. I don't want to know. I don't want to fast forward and see the ending of this story. I don't want to know the ending. I want it to be even a mystery to me. So I am still a work in progress.
Who's your palagi? Taran!
Ange,
Ange.
my sweetheart Ange. She is the one who calms my soul. She's not from our world. She's a fan of it. She loves the movies and the music that we make, but she's not. She's so fresh and so eager to learn about what I do that it makes me, oh, this is great. Someone who doesn't know what I'm going to do tomorrow is, well, what are you doing tomorrow? With Anne, she's not from my world, so she's eager to learn about it. So when I come out from a day of work, I go to Angie's world, which is she collects these figures now, these Pop Mart figures, and she's such a simple life. She loves the dogs. She loves her music. She loves TikTok. Her world is completely different from mine, and it just soothes me. It brings me down back to earth again. So we make a great pair.
And that's the side B of Martin Nievera.
Be happy!
You will see tomorrow's brighter. Ta-da, let's be happy.
Power couple TJ Monterde at KZ Tandingan. Sunod-sunod ang blessing. At mistulang anthem na nga ng mga magsing-irog ang kanilang mga awit.
From the very beginning, gusto ko lang talagang makapag-inspire ng mga tao or makapag-impact sa mga listeners through the songs that I make.
Kasunod ng mga concert, ready na ba sila sa isa pang blessing?
Kailan nyo balak magkaanak?
At ready na rin kaya ang pangalan ng kanilang anak?
Kaya sobrang personal kasi it evolved into a song na prayer of waiting na someday magkaroon kami ng baby girl.
At paano naisalba ni TJ ang pagsasama ng kanyang fan na muntik nang maghiwalay?
May picture sa akin nung meet and greet. Tapos, after niya nagpa-picture, pumalis na siya. Tapos bumalik siya ulit sa akin. Sabi niya, TJ, I just have to tell you, sabi niya, you just saved the 17-year marriage.
Be happy!